Welcome to the DLA Piper video blog from Durban, South Africa, from the Conference of the Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change on Saturday, the 10th of December, 2011. Now, this should be the day after COP, and we're supposed to give you a kind of overview and summary of what happened in the 2 weeks prior to this day. But as we predicted previously, the COP dragged out all throughout the night, and we're not even close to finishing. So let me just tell you what happened last night and over the last 20 hours. Over the last 20 hours, we initially, as in every COP, on a Friday morning, scheduled the final plenary. This is where the ministers are supposed to come together and on all the things that have been prepared by their negotiators and coordinators and country delegates, various different decisions on open agenda items, kind of like just go through them and nod them off the agenda. Say, yes, of course we agree because we spent 2 weeks' time talking about this. Now, this was not possible yesterday. If you've been watching maybe on the UNFCCC website, the webcast, we delayed the official plenary to do exactly that, almost on an hourly basis, and there were almost no open sessions. So what really happened was the Secretariat, the UNFCCC Secretariat, took the ministers outside of the process. We created a separate room, and we called it, I think, the Waddle, which means like a separate room where people come together. And we had about 60 to 100 ministers with their advisors coming together, and on a very high level, try to find a way of making this Durban COP a success. And the positions could have not been more different on a last day than you would expect. It was really hard because the European Union was striving to make progress with the second commitment period of Kyoto. And other countries, including developing countries, were blocking this type of process and progress. So what happened throughout the day is this ministerial groups came together for 2-3 hours in a way too small room, and it was way too hot for all of us to really be there. And the last session that was scheduled was at 12 o'clock at night. So you went back, and usually how it works is every minister can only bring 1 or 2 of his close advisors. We went back in the room and start trying to find some kind of consensus and break out in smaller groups again. The presidency of the COP, the South African presidency, then nominated individual ministers to talk about the key issues in breakout groups all throughout the night. And we were told by the Executive Secretary, Cristiano Figueres, that by 12 o'clock at night, we will have a new text on the Kyoto Protocol agreements. And so we all sat there, and by 1:30, someone was asking whether we should still be waiting or we should be going home. Fortunately, because there was no text available yet. Fortunately, and I think it was Guatemala, intervened and said, how can we communicate that we have been going to bed and where the big global issue of climate change is not being addressed appropriately? Even if we don't have a text, we have to keep the momentum and we have to speak to each other. If that means all throughout the night, then so it shall be. So we broke out again, and everyone was looking for their partners and countries that they had consensus with or countries that they didn't have consensus with to try to arrange some kind of consensus. And we realized around 4 o'clock in the morning that climate change is about tons of CO2 in the atmosphere. It's about US dollars spent in the transformation from fossil fuel-based energy production and industrial consumption and to renewable energy production and more efficient industrial production. And therefore, quite the big issues in the past were always tons of CO2 and US dollars spent on this transformation. But the most scarce commodities overnight became consensus and time. So on this, it's quite appropriate that we're today at the Oyster Box, which is a hotel here in Durban, in the clock room. And you can see on my right-hand side a number of clocks, which when we saw the room, we thought is absolutely appropriate. The time is ticking and clicking, and that was what no one had really all throughout the night. I just hung up the telephone to get an update from what is going on in Durban. Right now, just minutes ago, or in the conference center, right now, just minutes ago, we heard that there is a new text, an LCA text. I had a quick look for it to analyze it. So right now, we're looking at 3 texts. We're looking at a big picture text that it aims to identify the key issues and summarize them so everyone can actually take something home, a political message. We're looking at the text for the Kyoto Protocol, and right now, just minutes ago, published a 56 pages text for the long-term cooperative action negotiations. This text is clearly too long. It looks very similar to the Cancun Agreement and maybe a little bit an evolution from there. The KP text, and I have it here in front of me, is quite interesting because it does include on page 1, and I read, the parties decide that the second commitment period under the Kyoto Protocol shall begin on January 2013 and end on the 31st December 2017. Now, this is a very good message for all the people that were hoping to see this kind of language and a really tight commitment to agree on targets. But I have to say, at this point in time, in the morning, it is not clear whether this text will survive. What we will be doing, we will head back, we will analyze. It's very difficult to judge really at what point in time, either between today or tomorrow, this will end, and as soon as possible, we will send you a written update and a written summary or preliminary analysis of this meeting. We very much enjoyed reporting from Durban for you. I would like to thank our film team here in Durban, South Africa, a local team, did an amazing job helping us produce this. My team in the UK, who helped me getting work done, even while here for 2 weeks out of the office, which was amazing. And on that note, I would like to say Salane Gatli, which means stay well, or you all stay well and have a good time. If you have any questions about climate finance, climate change, please contact us and we will be helping you. Thank you.